Introduce you to Hector Garate. He owns and operates Palmira BBQ in Charleston, South Carolina, and he is here today in Austin to make you some badass whole hog, some hog head hash, some other amazing specialties that you will not find in Texas. Having a lot of fun with cooking this whole hog. My restaurant, we do Carolina barbecue, inspired with some Texas techniques as well. And it's influenced by my homeland, Puerto Rico. So we have a lot of spices that we put into the meats, like sazon, adobos, and different things. Our bread and butter is whole hog. So we sell a lot of whole hog, hash and rice, collard green, and all the specialties that we specialize in. They're really delicious.
We've got some very large hog heads, and we're going to make some amazing hog head hash. Our guy Hector from South Carolina is going to do some really good stuff with it. Or we just might put the skins on our faces and walk around the parking lot. We haven't quite decided yet.
This hog has been on for 7 hours. We put it in at 1, and it's right now around 8:30 at night, and it's gonna be cooking probably for 5 more hours. We cook it really low and slow. We do different temperature changes. We like to start really low and kind of crank it up a little bit, but still keep it on the 250 mark. It produces the best because you letting that fat work in the animal. You're not stressing it, you're not chalking it, and that creates the best product at the end of the day. That's what we're trying to do, create the best product. So yeah, we do coals. The wood breaks down into coals, and then from there we'll grab a couple scoops and just put them underneath the hog. We like to fire the hams and shoulders. It's the way that we do it. It means to me a lot. It's definitely a deep connection coming from Puerto Rico, which we do some type of rotisserie whole hog, and having that connection, moving to the Carolinas and learning how to do this. It's like it's a bridge that got connected. And I just feel like cooking a pig whole, it's just the best, ultimate best bite that you can get. That's why I do this, because I feel like it represents the animal the best way. And I want people to try that, those flavors, the vinegar, the fat. I mean, somebody took time to raise this animal the right way, and the best thing we can do is pay respect, cook it with all wood, make sure that it's introduced the best way possible to the customer at the end of the day. We are working on the sauce for our braised oxtail dish we're doing. Rabo is a Cuban dish that is braised with chilies and sofrito and sherry wine, and we're adding a Texas touch to it by smoking the oxtails and making a smoked braise to sauce the oxtails with. Going into this is going to be the sofrito base, and then we made a beautiful stock out of smoked bone marrow, and then we will be putting pieces of oxtail, the wine, cooking it all down till the meat stews down together. The hog's been cooked, it's been sitting and resting, and now what we're doing is picking it, essentially.
Yeah, really just looking for the cartilage and any bones in there to get out.
This is cartilage that's inside there. That's what we're trying to avoid having in this.
And from there, we're gonna sauce it. We're gonna spice it up a little bit of salt. And we're gonna make sure that all the parts are well mixed. So right now, he already pulled the ham. He's working on the belly and some ribs. And from there, we're gonna mix all that. And that's what makes whole hog special.
Doing here is papas rellenos, which is kind of like chili rellenos, except the exterior layer instead of chile is potato. beef cheek barbacoa in the center, surrounded by mashed potatoes. And then what we're gonna do is we bread them, deep fry them. They're gonna be golden delicious. We're dropping them into the fryer, and we're gonna go in at a low 325, just till we get a nice golden crisp shell on the outside. And then we're actually gonna finish them in the oven. You know they're done when the relleno starts to kind of come out the side. When we finish them in the oven, we can slow that process down so that they heat all the way through without exploding. Oh, you see that? That's what we want to stop on.
So we have the vinaigrette for our avocado salad. What we've made is a traditional sour orange vinaigrette. You find it in the Caribbean, in Cuba, Puerto Rico. Different parts of the Caribbean it's used to dress salads and vegetables. The list of ingredients of this is pretty simple. It's fresh orange juice, lime, lemon, a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, some olive oil, and then I hit it with a little bit of secret spice blend that I can't share. Collaboration, we work kind of from Hector Garate background. So Puerto Rican, Cuban. I worked at a Cuban restaurant for several years. So I brought some Cuban dishes that I love and kind of put a Texas touch on it. So we did what they call rabo encendido, which translates to tail on fire. And that's basically like a braised oxtail. We made a beautiful hot spicy sauce with guajillo and ancho and pasilla, and then put it over smoked oxtail to kind of bring that marriage of Cuba and Texas together in that dish. The other one is a really fun snack that you find in Cuba. It's called papas rellenas. Traditionally, it's stuffed with Cuban picadillo. Today, we went full South Texas on it and stuffed it with a ton of barbacoa. Hit it with a little avocado salsa, and then just a little bit of slaw, some tortilla cheese, put that South Texas spin on it. And then the final dish, the one that we worked together on, I think the one that I'm most stoked about is the taco with the lingua. Beef tongue is really important to me. I love it. It's one of my favorite bites in barbecue. Hector, took them, barbecued them like you would a brisket. We sliced it nice and thin and put it on a homemade flour tortilla, again with that salsa, onion, lime, cilantro, all my favorite things for a taco.
This right here is our head hash. It's really succulent and delicious. Here's the flavor. Let's go ahead and try it out and see how it is today. So good. I love this dish. Brings me back to home and also South Carolina. This is what we eat when we're in smoking and stuff. We just grab up pour this and just eat it up. The flavor is tanginess. It has the vinegar. It kicks in with the spice. At the end, it has like a spice note that carries over in your tongue. It's so good. I mean, it's one of my favorite dishes that I make, and it represents South Carolina, true and true. So right here we have our Hector whole hog that we cooked overnight. Super delicious, a lot of fat content. So we did Palmira vinegar sauce and we put in this to cut all that fat. And just it's a marriage, Let's go ahead and try this thing right here. See how tender it turns out. Look at that. It melts in your mouth. It's so good. So good.
So today was a fantastic day. We cooked what I thought was like quintessential marriage of food that I love and part of Hector's heritage and where he comes from. For these kinds of events, these kind of parties, when we bring in a guest, it's really important to me that we create an event where they enjoy themselves and really get to showcase their food. I build my whole menu around him and his inspirations and where he's from and the kind of food that makes him happy. For me, barbecue is about sharing experiences and spreading the word, like growing that tribe of barbecue. It's a real privilege to have him come down and spend some time with us, and I can't thank you enough, man. It means the world to me.
John's been a great host, amazing hospitality here in Austin, Texas. Interstellar, great team, helped me throughout the whole process, crafting this menu, just putting all this together. I think it's like a bridge that we created from South Carolina to Texas, and at the same time embracing my heritage as well, what I'm used to cooking at Palmira BBQ. So I think it's like a great collaboration. All the flavors shine through. I mean, we can do a million things, but we just narrow it down to something that complemented each other to give the people in Austin a unique experience. And I think like Interstellar is in the forefront, connecting, making that connection and making barbecue family again.
Oh.
That was a good hug.